Let's go through my full year of empties. If you want to see me go through it, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène and welcome back, or if it's your first time, welcome to HMM Makeup or Makeup. I am going to go through my full year of empties for 2020. Like I said, I just feel like today is the day. I have been dreading it. And what I'm going to do is, because not everyone is interested in every category, I am going to put time stamps in a pinned comment and also in the description box if you want to skip ahead to things that you care about and skip the ones you don't. I am hoping to go through it quickly. I don't want to spend any time on products where I didn't like them or they were meh. I'd rather tell you about what I really liked and why, and things that are just utilitarian, I'm just letting you know I used, I'm going to go through pretty quickly so that we're not here for hours. First thing that I have here is I did use up a 300 count of the cotton balls from Quo, and I did finish one up that I have had for probably 3 years. It's been a long time, and I did pick up another one. They are really inexpensive and do what I need them to do. And I also picked up, but these I go through more often, a 330 count of the Quo square cotton pads. They're very similar to the Shiseido cotton pads, but at a fraction of the price. I can get these usually for $7.99 Canadian for, like I said, 330 count. They're a real bargain, and they last me usually not a year, but they last me maybe 9 or 10 months. So one package lasts me for the better part of a year. Now we're getting into this box, which is a bunch of skincare, but lotions, big jars of lotions to begin with. The skincare that is more face skincare is coming later. Okay, first off are 3 containers of St. Ives lotion. I have one of these at every sink in my house for guests and for us to use alike. Especially with all the hand washing we're doing, I had no trouble going through quite a few of them. So this one is cranberry and grapeseed oil. Didn't like it all that much. This one is creamy vanilla. Liked it more. I like the scent of this one. And if you're wondering why they're cut up, I open them up because it's amazing how much lotion is left in these when you can't pump anymore. I highly recommend cutting them open and scooping out what is left. And my favorite of the bunch was this one, was this Soothing Oatmeal and Shea Butter body lotion. Out of all of them, the one that I would be most likely to repurchase is this one. And I aggressively went in there to get everything that I could. But yeah, these are going into the recycling. I enjoyed them, but like I said, this one was the belle of the ball out of the 3. Next up is a Being by Sanctuary Spa. This one was the Cloudberry and Lychee Blossom. And what I have to say about this one was that it was quite perfumey. It was not super hydrating like the St. Ives is. And it was basically, I used it when I wanted something fun and fragrant to use, knowing that it was not going to do a whole lot for my hands or my body, but it felt like a treat. So I obviously finished it. I had no problem finishing this lotion, and every time I used it, I thought of my friend Louise. So it was nice to use it and be reminded of some very nice people that have crossed your path over time. Now for a similar container, but that I did not like. This was the Grace lotion from Philosophy, and it is a firming body emulsion. What junk. I did not like the scent. I did not like the performance of this cream, and it was an expensive cream, and I've had it for a couple of years. Now maybe its performance has changed over time. It's 480 ml or 16 fluid ounces. I really did not like it, and I ended up mixing it with the NYX dry oil in the summertime to give my skin more of a glow, and mixing the NYX with this one, and actually mixed it right into this container was just a way for me to get through this cream. I would definitely not repurchase. It was terrible. I did not like it. And another cream that I did not like, we're into body butters now. This is the Sephora Supreme, Super Supreme Body Butter. It had an old granny smell. Let's see if I can still smell it. Yep, an old granny smell, way too perfumey. Yuck. It was gross. I finished it because I don't like to waste, and I definitely did not want to give this to anybody else. And it lasted way too long. I wanted to be out of this stuff so much. And I did once in a while give myself a treat of another one of the body butters I'm going to show you, just to, so that I could just kind of take a break from it before going back to it. Ugh. Definitely don't recommend. One I do recommend that I will enjoy smelling again, oh, it smells so good, is this Smoothie Lightly Whipped Body Butter Cream from Soap & Glory. All of the Soap & Glory stuff is so much fun to use, and I really love the scent of this one. I have two other types from Soap & Glory in my shelving unit over here that, yeah, I am going to enjoy using. I don't have any more of this one, and I have 4 other jars of Soap & Glory, so I cannot justify getting more of this one right now. But I will, trust me, I will be buying this one again. I highly, highly recommend. But just smell them all before you decide which one it is that you want to pick up from Soap & Glory. If you can, if you have access and can smell them first, because there's definitely one that's going to speak to you more than anything else. Although I like most of them, I really do. Now for the Boom Boom Cream. When it comes to 2021, I have one of these full ones left. That's it. That's all I have left of Boom Boom Cream, and I am going to use it once in a while as a treat, but I'm going to focus on the Soap & Glory ones that I have, that, like I said, I love. This one's a lot more expensive, and I do want to be able to have access to the Boom Boom Cream throughout 2021 without having to buy it again. So it's going to be my Sunday cream, so to speak, my special occasion cream. And I love the smell. It is an intoxicating smell, and I can tell you that I will probably be buying it again next Christmas time from Sephora. So that is one that I finished. I also finished this little guy that I got as a sample somehow. I'm not sure if it was a birthday perk or something. And that first tub I showed you, this I was refilling with product out of this bad boy. So I managed to finish this as well, but I finished this over a 2-year period, refilling that other container, and it is like there's nothing left. I really cleaned it out completely. And yeah, so one of these, I'm delighted that one of these lasted me 2 years. So that tells me that having one of these left, this size left, should last me throughout 2021. Fingers crossed on that one, because in 2020 I really wasn't going anywhere, but it looks like 2021 I'm not going to be out and about all that much either. So it should work out, right? And finally, when it comes to Sol de Janeiro products, I also finished the Brazilian Moisturizing Shower Gel Cream. And I don't care for it. Yeah, it has that same signature scent, but I'd rather use the body butter and get the scent that way, because the shower gel just washes off and you don't really smell like the body gel when you leave the shower. Same thing with the shampoo. I tried 4 of the shampoo packets and 4 of the conditioner packets, and I would not buy the shampoo or the shower gel. I would stick to the Boom Boom Cream. It's the original. It's the one that stays on your skin and smells delightful throughout the day. And I don't think any of these other products are worth it. Maybe the spray, the body spray, but that's it. I would just stick to the body butter personally for my future purchases of from that brand. Next up, I want to talk about body washes, and I also want to talk about deodorant really quickly. I did not keep all my deodorants for the year, but they are usually Dove deodorants like this one, and I'm not particular on the scent at all. I do like the cucumber one, but I'll buy whichever one is on special. If there's one that's cheaper and I don't find the scent problematic, I'll just pick that one. I'm really not big on deodorant as far as which kind. I buy the Dove in whichever scent is reasonable and doesn't, I don't think there's any scent that they have that bothers me, but yeah, I'll buy whichever one's on sale. And now for some body washes. This soft soap vanilla and jojoba oil I enjoyed, and as I did this Dial coconut water body wash. I do like the Dial better for one simple reason. You can turn it on upside down and have the product easy to access, whereas this kind of a design you can't. When it comes to body washes, I buy whichever one is the cheapest at the point where I need to buy body wash, and it's often $2.99-ish in price. I'm more price sensitive than I am brand sensitive. And finally, there is this Ombre Spa, which is a lavender scent. I thought it was very potent lavender scent. And it was a foaming bath, and I used it mostly as kind of a body gel. I mean, soap is soap. It doesn't really matter. And I thought it was okay. It was part of like a whole spa kit, and I used it, and it's empty. That's about it. Now into hair products, and I have a bunch of similar shampoo. I go through these Dove shampoos mostly because they're part of the teen box, and this one was Anti-Frizz Oil Therapy, and then these two were the Daily Moisture shampoo, and out of the two, I like this one better, and I have two of those bottles. The scent is nicer. Actually, in smelling both of them, I like them both, but for different reasons. So any of the these two from Dove, I would recommend. I think the scent is pretty pleasant. Again, they were part of the teen box, and so that's really why I ended up enjoying quite a bit of Dove shampoo this year. It's not because I go and seek out the Dove shampoo. I'm pretty just price sensitive when it comes to shampoo. I worry more about what I do with my hair after the shampoo, so leave-in conditioners and that. And we're about to head into that category anyway. Just a few more shampoos to get through, and it is the Repair Argan Oil of Morocco and Herbal Essence. It was fine. I do like the flat cap that enabled me to put it upside down. That's kind of a thing that I care about a lot in shampoos and conditioners if I'm buying the container. And this one was a problem for me because of the angle. That's one of the Dove shampoo containers, and it's just because it was super cheap that I was okay with the inconvenience. Now this one is a L'Oreal conditioner, and it is because it is it's for color radiance protection and perfecting primer conditioner, pardon me. This one was a gift from a friend of mine, Louise, the same person who gave me that Being by Sanctuary lotion. And I was very happy to have it because I do have colored hair, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, pardon me. L'Oreal's pretty inexpensive for shampoo. I may get that conditioner again. I should say for hair products, not just shampoo. And now we're into leave-in conditioners. I have a few from a brand that I cannot get anymore unless I buy from Amazon. The Gliss hair line. I think I may have seen some at Superstore, but it's not my preferred. So this Color Guard I used, I didn't like as much as this type of Gliss leave-in conditioner, and I'm very sad that I can't get this one anymore. So I have 2 bottles that I had left, and that's it. Yeah, that is it. And after finishing those this year, I was kind of on the hunt for a replacement, and I went all sorts of bad places before finding something reasonable. And I suffered through 2 bottles, I think 3 actually, of this John Frieda Frizz-ease Daily Nourishment. Terrible. For my hair, my type, terrible. I hated every single week that I had to use this product. Did not do anything for my hair, just made it look like a crispy or oily mess. I could not stand this, and I did not put any close to my roots. It was always from kind of here down. And yeah, I would never buy this again. I hated it. Am I being emphatic enough? Holy cow. Now this is the one that I'm using right now. Some days I like it, some days not so much. So I'm still trying to figure it out. And it's the Infusium leave-in treatment. They call it the original leave-in treatment. Moisturize and replenish with avocado and olive oils. It's working okay. Of course, you can't see my hair today, but it's working okay. Some good hair days, like I said, some bad hair days, but I have 3 bottles of this. Once I tried one, and I thought, it's okay. I bought a couple more, and I'm working through them. So this one's empty, and I have another one that I'm looking at right now on my counter that's about half empty. Now for some more kind of leave-in stuff, I did try the Ouai Rose Hair and Body Oil, and I used it in my hair, or on my hair only. And it was just a deluxe sample, and then also this deluxe sample of the Living Proof Restore Perfecting Spray. And I didn't see anything fantastic over this one, and neither one of them would I purchase. So just to let you know about those. I thought they were big enough to talk about, even though they're samples. And a cleansing conditioner that I tried from Biolage. It's for damaged hair, and I thought it was fine, but I did not like the smell of this product. So I wouldn't repurchase because it kind of made my hair smell funny. And of course, conditioner is, you're going to have the smell of the conditioner and not of the shampoo that you used. So it's just not for me. And I kept this little container to let you know, as a reminder, that I got 3 of these containers with about this much product in it from my hairdresser to try Amika products. And all 3 products she gave me didn't really do anything for my curly hair. And if you have curly hair and you've been wondering about Amika, I thought I would just share my experience that it just did not work for me. Just as a data point for you, if you've been considering the brand. Yeah, I won't repeat myself. Moving on. Now for hairspray, I did use up this Pantene for curly hair. I don't get it. It feels like hairspray that's been diluted in water. That's just the impression I get. So no, I would not repurchase. I did have this Tresemme hair spray. It says Superior Hold with Touchable Feel. Not really. And it smells bad, in my opinion. I don't like the smell. So I would not repurchase. It was super cheap, but I would not repurchase. What I would repurchase and have repurchased though, which if you watch my repurchase videos, you would know this, is this big volume Fructis hairspray. It smells great, it works great, and I can get it on sale for $2.99 Canadian, which is a steal. There's 413 ml in here. It is my absolute go-to, whether I want to have my hair slick back in a ponytail or if I want to try to enhance my curls. It all seems to work, along with the Infusium that I showed you earlier. So this is, out of the hairsprays that I showed you, this is the one that I will continue to purchase, use. It smells great, it does the job, and it's super, super inexpensive. Let's go from smallest to biggest. This one was the Hair Goals from Tarte. Nothing to write home about. It kind of had a weird perfumey smell that I didn't really like. I would never buy this. Another one that I tried that is relatively expensive is this Living Proof dry shampoo. I think it's really expensive. I would not repurchase. Let's see if I can smell it. Yeah, it smells kind of perfumey, but not in a good way. I'm glad I got a chance to try it, but I would not repurchase. Too darned expensive. And then there was this Moroccan Oil dry texture spray. So it's not a dry shampoo, it's a texture spray, but I'm putting it in with the dry shampoos because it's that kind of pressurized container. It doesn't even have a smell anymore. It's a texture spray that I was only able to compare to another texture spray, which is the next one that I'm going to show you. And out of the 2, this is second place. So let me show you the other one. So I would not repurchase the Moroccan Oil, obviously. This Down and Out dry spray for dirty, is it called? Dirty spray for the texture is my number one. And this is the one that's most irritating to me because I don't seem to be able to purchase it in Canada. The place to purchase IGK in Canada is Sephora, and they don't seem to carry this anymore. And I tried to order from IGK in the States and I can't. If you are Canadian and you know where to get IGK products that isn't Sephora, please let me know because I want this badly. For someone who does not have very much volume to my hair, I don't have a lot of hair, this was fantastic. And if I had known that I could not get it anymore, I would probably have used it more sparingly than I did and tried to stretch out enjoying the product on days where I really, really, really wanted the look. Because yeah, it's very sad that I can't get this spray anymore. So we've got 4 pressurized sprays, 2 that are texturizing and 2 that are true dry shampoos in what I just showed you. My go-to would only be this one. If I were to have a go-to for dry shampoo, I would probably tell you the Pantene dry shampoo, at least for now, for value for money. I guess for dry shampoos, I'm not very bougie. I just think it's very utilitarian, and as long as it doesn't smell bad, like as in it smells nice and doesn't take away from you, that would be what I would go for, frankly. But texturizing, oh gosh, this is so, so good. Now we are getting into skincare, and I'm going through the categories, not necessarily by how we apply skincare. I'm going to categories from the biggest products to just kind of get through to the smaller products afterwards. So that is the only consistent part of my approach here today. So let's get into skincare. I'm going to go based on how I would take my makeup off to begin with. I had a deluxe sample of this Clinique Take the Day Off that I finished. It was quite sizable. And I also finished one of these travel containers of Clinique Take the Day Off, as well as another travel size container of the same product but in liquid form. And I do think Clinique Take the Day Off works really well, so much so that I bought 2 full size when they came on 2 for 1 at Sephora, and I'm very pleased with the brand. If everything were the same as far as price, whatnot, I would go for the Pharmacy Green Clean, but I am very satisfied with the Clinique Take the Day Off and will continue to use it for sure. Next up, for a far more affordable version, when I'm not feeling the need to be bougie, I do use the Sephora cleansing, what is it called, Oil and Balm. It's a lot more waxy than the Clinique Take the Day Off, and so I do think the Clinique product is better. But the Clinique product is, I think, $42, and this was $13. So when I consider the options, this does the same thing, just not as nicely as the Clinique, and I have one last one of these that I'm working through, and yeah, it's not as nice, but it does the job, so I'm fine with it. I do think the Clinique Take the Day Off is a better product though, but if you're price sensitive, a lot of Sephora brand products are pretty good, and that's a theme that you'll hear from me pretty much throughout any kind of Empties video. Now for makeup wipes, I don't use makeup wipes very often, but a friend of mine, Julie, gave me these Aveeno wipes, ultra calming, and they were quite perfumey, but I knew that I was doing like a second cleanse after using these, so it didn't bother me too much, and they are ultra calming. They did not bother my skin whatsoever. I did a second cleanse after using the wipes and the Oil and Balm from Sephora, and it worked just fine. And yeah, I was happy to have a chance to try them, and also happy to think of my friend Julie every single time I used one of these. So it was it's delightful. Anything I get from a friend, I realize the impact of a gift that's kind of utilitarian, because you think about them every single time you use a product that you received, and it's so nice. It's nice. Now, I talked about the liquid Clinique Take the Day Off, and I do have a few more of this type of product. I have the Marcelle Micellar Water. This was a a sample of the micellar water that came with the ultra gentle Marcelle cleanser that I'm using right now, but I don't have any empties of that because I bought it late in 2020. But it was nice to have this as a sample along with the 2 big bottles that I bought, because I don't think I would have had a chance to try it otherwise. And it's fine. The Marcelle micellar water is fine. If it ends up being as inexpensive as the Garnier, I would certainly repurchase this. But to me, micellar water is very utilitarian, and I will go for the cheapest one that I think works well. And right now, the Garnier waterproof makeup remover is the best at $7.99 Canadian, often with 30% back in points from shoppers. That's the best deal I've found so far for micellar water. And then another really good deal is these from Lancome that I have worked my way through from the holiday sets. If you want to see my final verdict on the holiday sets for 2020, I'll put that final battle video right there. I have 24 videos on holiday sets that were available from Estée Lauder, Elizabeth Arden, and Lancome in 2020, and I also have the same for 2019, and I think a review of one of the sets in 2018 as well. And you can count on having, if they release them, the holiday sets for 2021. As soon as they're released, I'll start reviewing them on this channel. That is kind of a keystone of what I do in the fall on this channel, and I don't have any intention of stopping. So I have a mini of this Bi-Facil at 50 ml, and then 2 larger ones at 125 ml. These are both the same size. Yeah, 125 and 25. I really like Bi-Facil. I would never pay retail for it though. Like I said, Garnier works really great. I have no problem with this one, but I just won't pay that kind of price. And it is, in my opinion, far superior from the Estée Lauder version of this makeup remover, which makes me think there should be an empty of Estée Lauder as well. Nope, not quite. It's going to be in next year's review because I still have some. I thought I finished it, but I did not. And now after makeup remover, what do? I cleanse my skin. So I have a few empties to show you. This one is the Total Purify and Cleanse Gel Green Tea Extract from Sephora. I'm very sad. It is my last one of these. I have none left. I think I had between 4 and 6 of them at some point because I got them for $8 each. They were clearing them out, and it was fantastic. It was a really great cleanser, and I don't have it anymore, obviously. And then I also finished, now this one is beautiful, but it's so expensive, and it's the Algenist Gentle Rejuvenating Cleanser, and it's atrociously expensive. I will not pay that much for a cleanser. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Let me show you a cleanser I'm using right now that I really like. I would have repurchased this one, but it's not available anymore. And this one, if it's part of a kit, I would purchase it as part of a kit, but I would never pay what they're asking for this cleanser. It's ridiculous. This is the one that I'm using right now, and based on the light, I'm about here. So I haven't had it for very long. It was a 2-container shrink wrapped with that micellar water that I showed you earlier from Marcelle. And ultra gentle, I would absolutely agree with that statement. And I really, really like it. If I can continue to get it for the good deal that I got when I purchased this, I would not hesitate to continue to use this as the post makeup wipe or micellar water treatment final cleanser. I think it's a good one. I have this one to work through plus another one. I'm probably set for face cleanser for the year, which is great because I have one that I really like. I know, it's supposed to be an empties video. I know. Moving on to 2 more empty containers here. And what I want to talk about is the toners that I used. This one lasted forever. It was the second one that I used this year, meaning the second toner I used this year. And it is how much? 240 ml. And I would definitely repurchase, but I have a couple of toners in the wings waiting for me, so it's going to be a while before I purchase this again. Toner to me is a very utilitarian product. I don't have a problem going back to this brand, and it is very inexpensive. So it's quite attractive for me to go and buy The Ordinary again. And it's 7% glycolic, which I think is a pretty high percentage. The one that I really like as well, though, is the Pixi Glow Tonic. And that one is $38 Canadian. I think The Ordinary was about $7.50. And this one is, I think, around the same amount of product. Yeah, $2.50 versus $2.40. So The Ordinary is a lot less expensive, but this one is a pleasure to put on. So I guess it'll depend on how I'm feeling around the time where it's time to purchase, because the practical me will go for this one, the bougie me will go for this one. I do tend to wait, though, for this one to be on sale, 30+% off, and this one does not go on sale because The Ordinary is already so cheap. So I can get this one as opposed to $38. I can get it a third less than that, so about 25-ish. It's still a lot more money than this one, so I'll have to really think about what I want to do for my next toner option. If you're curious, the one I'm using right now is the Pixi Rose Tonic, and that's because it was on clearance not this Christmas, but the Christmas before. And I have 2 of these to work through, and I'm quite happy to work through those, given they were almost given to me. And I'll figure out what it is that I'll do next once I have these 2 finished. Who knows? Now for some more skincare. I have a bunch of creams, serums, etc. to show you. I'll show you all the full-size products and then the samples that I also tried. And I'm not talking about foil packets. I'm talking about deluxe samples so that I'm not wasting your time. And let's go with the big stuff first. In the late part of last year, meaning 2019 and 2020, I was using Rodial. And so that's the empty box, and this is one of the containers. They're very heavy and luxe containers, even though they're plastic. I guess they've got some sort of a weight in them. And very expensive moisturizer that I would definitely not recommend. Did it feel nice? Yes, but it did not do anything for my skin that was amazing compared to some very affordable stuff that I use. So no. Same thing for the eye cream. No, and I had 2 sets of the eye cream and 2 sets of the face cream. I had a long time to use this product to know what I thought of it. It is very thick cream, and as someone with very dry skin on the periphery, I'm in my mid-40s, I do like thicker cream, but this is definitely not value for money in any way, shape, or form. You're buying the brand name, and the Venom gimmick, and I'm not big on it whatsoever. And same goes for the patches. I thought that was the biggest gimmick of all in this brand. Like I said, if you want to feel really bougie, the packaging certainly gives you that feel, but I would say don't waste your money. A brand that is also bougie that I would give higher marks to than Rodial is the Algenist product. I have this wrinkle fighting serum. It's a glass bottle, which is quite nice, and you have a window in it so you can tell if you're getting close to the end. I like this product. I went through 2 of these serum bottles, so I'll show you, I have 2. I went through 2 of them early on in the year, as did I go through a night pressed power serum as well from the brand, and again, very heavy container that with glass at the bottom. The Rodial containers are also weighted, but they're plastic. So that is that for this brand. So 2 liquid serums and 1 pressed serum. I like Algenist overall. If I have one product though that I want from the brand on a regular basis, it's the Genius cream. It is my favorite out of the whole bunch. And why? I like the scent more. And it's again a thick cream. I like the thick type of creams, and it's really the only one that is an absolute beautiful experience to me compared to anything else in the Algenist brand. That's pretty much it. A product that I thought was pretty good, very utilitarian, was this Repair and Protect Moisturizer SPF cream from Strivectin. Doesn't smell great, it's an SPF. I do like the dispensing of it though, where you push on the top and you get the cream coming out from the top. I felt like that was a great way to preserve the integrity of the SPF because it doesn't get exposed to light. It ends up being a pretty heavy container. This was 50 ml. If I could get it for a decent price, I would repurchase. I just don't want to pay retail for Strivectin. It's just really expensive in my opinion. And for an SPF moisturizer, I have a lot of options, and so I don't think that I would run for this one, but I do really like the packaging. Another moisturizer that I would not want to pay full price for, but I was okay with it during the warm months, was this coconut water cream. And I have one more of these left, and I will wait until the summer to use it because in the winter it just does not do enough for my skin. And I have a deluxe mini as well of the same. So I used these two this year. And like I said, I like it the 3 months out of the year that it's pretty warm and my skin naturally produces more oil, then I can get away with this, but it would not be a night moisturizer either. It would only be daytime moisturizer for me, but I do like having a lighter option in my skincare arsenal for those months. And I would say the same thing for Clinique. The Moisture Surge, I have this deluxe sample right here, and this one here as well. I did use, and I would say that the Moisture Surge is great for more these summer months where I don't need as much hydration, heavy hydration in my skin. Then the Moisture Surge is fine, and I enjoyed using that lotion or face cream during those months. For the rest of the year, I much prefer this idea of the Dramatically Different moisturizing lotion. This was highly recommended from or by a few of you, and I have indeed purchased the full size of this Dramatically Different moisturizing lotion. I was that impressed by that one. And just so you can see, here is my full size. I've been working through a few other lotions before getting to it, but it will be on my counter sometime in 2021 to use it up. Now for more skincare of stuff that I really like, the Ole Henriksen. I do like the Invigorating Night Transformation Gel, but not as much as the Truth Serum. This is really the one serum, if I had to choose, from Ole Henriksen that I really like. And so much so that I have another new bottle that I've started using of this one. It is a very nice serum. So out of the two, definitely the Truth Serum would win out hands down. I just don't, I like it in the morning. For evening, I will go for something that is more impactful than this option in my skincare regimen. Speaking of Ole Henriksen, I have one more product to show you, and that is the Banana Bright Eye Cream from Ole Henriksen. I do like the eye cream from Ole Henriksen, but I won't buy the eye cream just for the eye cream. It's cheaper if you get the eye cream as part of a set. It's a much better value. So if you can, this was part of a set, if you can get the brightening eye cream via a set, an eye cream lasts a really, really long time, and I highly recommend getting your hands on some if you can for your morning eye cream regimen. Speaking of a few things that are more impactful, I do like the Argan Wear from Physicians Formula. I do like an oil in my skincare regimen, especially in the evening, so that I can have it kind of soak into my skin and kind of plump up my skin for the next day. I don't think that I'm going to repurchase this one, but it was nice to use when I had it. I have other oils that I can use right now, and I don't really feel the need to repurchase this one. Another night product that was fabulous and that I have raved about quite a few times is this Mega Mushroom Mask by Origins. Wow! This was a pleasure to use. I think it's $42 or $47 for 75 ml. It would have to come on a pretty good discount or be part of a set again for me to consider buying it, but it is memorable. I really, really liked this product a lot. And I will miss it from now until I can get it again in some way, shape, or form. I was putting it on in the evening as a mask and not wiping it off or anything, just keeping it overnight. And the next day my skin felt so good. Highly recommend. Another cream that I used up was this Estée Lauder Supreme cream. Come on, focus. There we go. Revitalizing Supreme cream. It was nice. I'm not partial to the smell. It's kind of perfumey, but it was available to me. I used it. I thought it worked fine. It is not in my top 3 creams by any means. It was just fine. I liked it. It was okay. I did prefer, though, the eye cream, the Advanced Night Repair eye cream from Estée Lauder, and I can't show you an empty container because I've actually put the Physicians Formula Argan Wear foundation in it because I needed to depot it. I was having trouble getting to the product. But this eye cream and the Lancome Genifique eye cream, I like them both. I get them in holiday sets and I have no problem using them year after year. No problem at all. And speaking of Estée Lauder, I do have 3 of these deluxe samples of the Advanced Night Repair Serum. And I do have a full size of the Advanced Night Repair Serum. I just decided to get through a bunch of these deluxe samples instead of opening up another full size, a new full size one. Just like the eye cream, I have no problem with the Advanced Night Repair Serum from Estée Lauder, nor do I have a problem with the Genifique Serum from Lancome. I use them interchangeably. I think they're both good, and I get them through holiday sets again. It's the cheapest way to get Estée Lauder and Lancome skincare is through those holiday sets. Even if you don't care about the makeup, give away the makeup. Get those holiday sets for the skincare. It is definitely a bargain to get them through the sets. Just take a look. Just look into it. I don't think I'm steering you wrong when I say that. One product that was super affordable that I'm so sad I'm down to my last one. This is an empty, but I have one more of these left, and it is the Creamy Night Mask from Sephora, and I was getting the same kind of result from this mask as I got from the Mega Mushroom mask. I would say Mega Mushroom a little bit better, just a smidge. But this was super affordable, and like I said, I only have one left to go through, and I'll be very sad when I can't get this anymore. It's discontinued. Why does Sephora discontinue all its great products? I don't know. Another product that I really like from Sephora is this brightening eye cream. It's a nice thick eye cream, and I liked it. If I have to buy an eye cream and I don't have any left from the holiday sets, I would definitely repurchase this eye cream. I think it did a good job, and it was very, very affordable. Speaking of Strivectin SPF cream, I also did finish this ROC Soleil Protection, and this is Daily Anti-Aging Sunscreen. I have a couple more of these, so I will be working through them and protecting my skin, and I think 50 SPF is a pretty good amount. I'm not crazy about the cream, but I do have a couple more and I will finish it, and like I said, SPF 50 is pretty good, so I'll use it. Now for a couple of Neutrogena products. I have this Rapid Wrinkle Repair Retinol Oil. And like I said, I was using Argan oil, and now I've pretty much moved to this one. Hello, focus, there we go. This retinol oil, and I also use the Rapid Wrinkle Repair and Rapid Tone Repair from Neutrogena as well. So you'll see this Rapid Tone Repair that I have finished. Because I was using the Wrinkle Repair oil, I didn't repurchase the Wrinkle Repair essentially serum. And I think that for retinol, I think I'd rather use the oil, because it's like I get the retinol and the oil benefit at night. So I think that this is the product that's winning out for me when it comes to retinol. Last full-size product that I would not repurchase is this Juviance Correct Anti-Aging Anti-Spot Cream. I did not like it as much as the original Paula's Choice black spot treatment. And there's also the tone repair from Neutrogena that is way cheaper than this one. So I had it, I tried it, but I would not repurchase. And now for a bunch of samples deluxe samples that I just want to power through. I'll just tell you right away what I think of them. So this is the Anti-Wrinkle Intensive Eye Concentrate by Strivectin. I thought it was fine, but I will use the ones that I always have access to, which is Estée Lauder and Lancome. I used this Neutrogena Body Gel Cream, and it was fine. Nothing to write home about, just like a gel cream should be. This one was the Active Charcoal Mask to Clear Pores from Origins. I used it up because I had it, but I would not repurchase because I'm not big on those types of masks. I did like this Caudalie Resveratrol Eye Lifting Balm. I don't think it does eye lifting, but it was a nice cream for the eyes. Why is my zoom not working? There you go. Okay, that's what it looks like. And then this Aveeno Max Glow Infusion Drops. I really don't know if it did anything. So I don't know what to say about it. Obviously, it was not noticeable. And then this Dr. Robux No Worries Hydrating Face Moisturizer. I thought it was fine as a moisturizer. I wouldn't go and seek it out though. 3 more and we're done. I had this Reboost from My Clarins, and it is the Refreshing Hydrating Cream. I wouldn't seek it out. And this Bobbi Brown Illuminating Moisture Balm. It was like a highlighter in a moisturizer. I would not seek it out. I'll just use a highlighter if I want to highlight my face. And then finally, this Origins Ginseng Refreshing Eye Cream to Brighten and Depuff. That made me curious to look for the ginseng cream, and I ended up having it as part of a kit, and so I have finished this deluxe sample, and I have am using a ginseng eye cream from Origins that I think may have come with the Mega Mushroom. No, it wouldn't have come with the Mega Mushroom. I guess I got 2 sets from Origins, and the ginseng brightening eye cream was in it, and that's the cream that I'm using actually daily right now. So it's obviously not an empty, but I am enjoying some products from Origins. But again, it has to be as part of kits because I just don't want to pay full price for their individual products. I think it's too much. So that's it for serums and creams and whatnot. And yeah, a big part of skincare is now done. Now I thought I would go over setting sprays. I did end up using 4 setting sprays this year, and let's go from least to most expensive. This one I have had in my collection for a while. I ended up buying a bunch of these, believe it or not, for $3 a piece. They do really make me think of the All-Nighter setting spray from Urban Decay, but they are a lot more expensive when you can't get them for $3. They go for up to $20, and there's no way that I would pay $20 for a Maybelline spray. And it is the same amount of product as the All-Nighter setting spray, I think. Oh, the All-Nighter setting spray is 4 ounces, and this is 3.4. So there's a little bit less actually in this one. And since we're talking about the All-Nighter setting spray, let's talk about this one. Now this one I get for approximately the same price really as Maybelline because I buy them 2 at a time when it's 2 for 1 around the holidays, and usually with a 20% discount. It basically works out to the same price as the Maybelline regular price. And I like this one just better. I like the bottle better. I like the presentation of it better, and the spray works really nicely. So I think that I would just continue to use the All-Nighter setting spray. I like it. I like the smell of it. I like the performance. I don't see why I would break something that's not broken. So since it's 2 for 1 at holiday season, that's when I buy it, and I'm really happy with it, so I'll keep using it. One that is a contender though, as a replacement for the All-Nighter, is the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. It really is amazing, and when I want a treat, I whip out this bottle, and I get it on sale once in a while for, I think, 13 Canadian. is what I end up paying. And I buy multiple from the Morphe site. And a few bucks shipping, it's not a whole lot to ship to me. Push comes to shove, I would probably call this my favorite setting spray. I don't like the smell as much as I like the all-nighter, but the mist on this is amazing. I just don't know how I feel about it from an environmental perspective. I'm on the fence. And then finally, there is this MAC Prep and Prime, or Fix Plus. I hear both terms used for this. This was a deluxe sample, 30 ml, and I do like it. I didn't like this sprayer, but it could be just because it was a small container. I do like it, but I don't see myself purchasing a full size of this. I have, I think, better options at this point. So it was nice to have a chance to try it, but I don't think it would be a go-to setting spray for me. Now we're making quite a change because we're going from setting sprays to nail products. Anyway, I finished this thing, the bane of my existence. This is a nail polish remover, acetone free from Joe Fresh, that did not work. It took so much effort, and I'm stubborn, so I kept using it. It took so much effort to get my nail polish off with this stuff. Please don't buy this. Please don't buy this. It is, again, nail polish remover, non-acetone from Joe Fresh. Terrible, terrible, terrible product. And it was only $4, I think. Yeah, $4 Canadian. Not worth it. Not worth the aggravation. No way. And speaking of Joe Fresh, there is this one gel look nail polish. I don't know why. It does not set at all. It never dries. So I need to get rid of it. I don't know why it doesn't work. I have other Joe Fresh nail polish, but it's a dud. It's an absolute dud. I'm very happy I only paid $2 for it. If I had paid $8 or $10, I would be really, really annoyed. But yeah, I need to check it. Some other products I wasn't super jazzed about that I'm happy are empty are these Gel Lab Pro from Deborah Lippmann. I ended up, this is my second set of these. I bought 2 sets at the same time. Never do that. They were on super sale and I decided to use them. Well, it's not really a sale when you can't use the product in its entirety because it dries so fast, meaning over time, that you never get to use the full product. And that doesn't happen with a lot of my nail polish products. So I'm not a big fan of Deborah Lippmann products. And the brushes that come in, you can see the brush on this one. The brush that comes with the product is so cheap and terrible that for the price that Deborah Lippmann products cost, the brush should be a lot better. I get a better brush from a Color Hit from Sephora for $7. The brush is better than these. And this is a Speed Dry, I think it's called, Addicted to Speed top coat, and it is so thick I can't finish it. There's not that much left at the bottom, but in the last quarter of the bottle it basically becomes unusable. So as far as these types of products from Deborah Lippmann for base and top coat, I will not ever, I'm going to say ever, I will never repurchase base and top coats from Deborah Lippmann. I think it's a waste of money. One that was not a waste of money, that was a great suggestion from one of you, I believe it was Julie, thank you Julie, was this Estée base coat. So it's a ridge filler. I think it's a great product. I have repurchased and it's $7.99 regularly, $7.99 on sale, and with Shoppers Points and whatever, it's a great deal. I'm very happy with it. I have purchased a few of the different top coats available from Estée as well. And yeah, I will definitely be using that brand for base and top coat properly for a while. I try other ones just because I'm still experimenting and whatnot, but Estée is a nice go-to brand if I don't have anything else that I want to try in the meantime. And we are getting into makeup, but I'm going to do a little palette cleanser for you and talk about some candles that I finished. Now, there is one type of candle which is vanilla, and they come in these jars right here, and I use a number of them throughout the year, but I use the jars right away, so I don't have empties to really show you. But I do have 4 that I purchased this year that I do have empties for you that are not the vanilla type, which is my default all throughout the house, these vanilla candles. I have a few candles to show you. This one was a nice one. I just have to remind myself. I'm pretty sure it was grapefruit. Yes, grapefruit candle. So that is all that I have left. And I have been asked to do a video on how to get the wax out of the candle containers, and I will be doing one. I just haven't had a chance. I've been too busy talking about makeup on a makeup channel. Go figure. But it is on my to-do list for sure, and I will. I promise. So I free up the wax and then make new candles with the wax that is left. And I did finish during the fall 2 of these golden pumpkin or citrouille dorée in French of these candles. So in Canada you get it in French and English. And that is, I've taken out the wicks and that's all that's left. So I will be emptying that container out. And I have another one of that same container, same fragrance in this jar. And finally, one that I just finished at the end of the year is this Ebony Apple. And this one, it didn't burn quite to the very bottom, but I will definitely get those wicks out and free up this wax as well. And I'm happy to have another one of these because I really enjoyed the scent of this one as well as Golden Pumpkin. So Pomme Boisée or Ebony Apple. Very nice. These are just Superstore President's Choice candles. They're great. And I really do love the scent. There you go. How is that for a palette cleanser? Now we're into makeup, which you've probably been waiting for like crazy. So let's get into it. Let's do lip treatments first. So I used a couple of samples of this Fresh Sugar Punch and then Sugar Dream, I guess. It was 2 deluxe samples in this kind of packaging. And it was fine, but it was also a good enough test for me to know that I don't want to buy any Fresh products because I have been using these Joe Fresh lip balms and it's a lot of products. It's a full-size lip balm of different colors and they seem to be my lip treatment for nighttime. I don't need another product. I have this, plus I have La Neige, plus I have Bite Beauty as lip treatment products. I don't need to buy anything else, and Fresh would just be essentially a duplication of what I already have in my collection. So happy to try the samples, but Joe Fresh and Bite and La Neige have all hooked me up. I'm good. Next in the comfort category would be lip glosses, and I finished quite a few of them. I finished this lip gloss from the Holiday Set 2019 from Estée Lauder, and this one was Pure Envy 210 Shameless Glow. A very nice lip gloss that I easily finished. It was a delight to use. And then 3 this year from Becca. I had the... Oh, I took the label off. This one was pink with lime green specks, which I really enjoyed. This one I have the label on, and it was Champagne Dream and Bellini. Really enjoyed this one. And out of the 3, my favorite was Topaz and Gilt. And so these 3 I finished, and I only have 1 of these left. And it's Pearl and Gold, and I'm 2/3 through it. So in 2021, I will be out of all of my lip topper lip glosses from Becca. I will have 1 left that is opaque that I haven't started yet, which was the Chrissy Teigen collaboration gloss, one of the glosses anyway. But I will not open that one until I have all 4 of these finished. I'm trying to be good and do oldest out before I use all of the new stuff. So yeah, I've been heavy into lip balms and glosses over the last year for sure. And now for those of you who have been following along in the 2020 Advent Calendar project, you will know these lipsticks really well. And so I'm going to power through this as quickly as I can. The advent calendar in 2020 was 24 mini lipsticks that I was picking at random out of an advent calendar. I'm doing the same theme this year. It is open to anyone who wants to participate. If you want to know more about it, I will put the video right here. It's not too late. You can jump in. And so I finished a total of 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 mini lipsticks through that advent calendar. So let me show you those really quickly. Let's go for the square packaging first. I finished this YSL lipstick. All of these were very flattering colors. Then a Tom Ford in, I think, that's Indian Rose. And the Tom Ford in Scarlet Rouge 16. Again, I'm showing them quickly because a lot of folks have seen these over and over again. The Smashbox Be Legendary, I don't know exactly what shade this is. This Sephora 01 liquid lipstick. A couple of Marc Jacobs. This one is Slow Burn. And I'm also going to show you Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. And finally, this C211 from Makeup Forever. So I finished all of those bullet lipsticks in 2020. I was pretty happy about that. And after the Sephora, another liquid lipstick that I did also finish was the Tartiste. This one was in Exposed. It's a lip paint in Exposed, so obviously finished that one as well. It's very empty. And with all of that, we are done with lip products and we can move to the rest of the face makeup. And let's start with brows. I technically have 2 brow products, but also kind of have 4. So let me explain that one for you. So first off, the 2 conventional ones. I did finish a brow beater from Urban Decay. And it was fine. I said I would not repurchase. Look how gunky that is, geez. I would not repurchase because I found it too expensive for what it is and also kind of wasteful. I'm trying to get away from using as many pencils as I have because I really think this is a lot of waste for so little product. And I also finished this one, which is the Benefits Precisely My Brow. And same thing, right? It's a pencil that just feels like it's pretty wasteful. Unfortunately, I still have a handful of pencils in my collection, but I want to try to buy fewer of these. But did I enjoy them? Absolutely. Out of the 2, which one would I buy again? Probably the Precisely My Brow out of the 2. I found the Urban Decay kind of expensive. I used taupe in the Urban Decay and number 3 in the Precisely My Brow, although I think I prefer 3.5 if I have a choice. Now I said I kind of have 4 because these are Root Touch-Up pencils, I guess, jumbo pencils from Rita Hazen. Sephora doesn't sell these anymore, but I'm still using one. I have Root Touch-Up on right now from Rita Hazen. And I have 2 different colors. That's why I have 2 of them here. One is dark, oh no, they're both dark brown black. Pardon me. I must have finished another one of a different color last year. I really like this product. Like I said, it's not sold at Sephora anymore, and I'm going to be looking for a replacement within the next couple of months because I'm going to run out of the one that I'm currently using. It is great not only as Root Touch-Up, but it's also great as a pomade for the brows, which is why I kind of have it in the brow category because I think it's dual purpose. And so I get all of the product out that I can, I scoop it out, and then transfer it to a container so that I can keep using it in my brows. So just wanted to let you know about that. And now for the rest of the face, let's start off with some primers. I have some full size and some deluxe primers. So this one was a Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer, just a regular primer. I thought it was fine. I think it works very similarly to a moisturizer, so if it's been a while since you moisturized your face, just a little dollop of that, and you can kind of revive your face for foundation. I also liked this charcoal mattifying treatment primer from Boscia. I thought it did a decent job, but I wouldn't repurchase. I liked the effect, but I just wouldn't seek out the product. But I liked the fact that I got a deluxe sample. And then a couple more deluxe samples from Becca. I managed to get 2 of these Velvet Blurring Primer deluxe samples, and I really, really enjoyed them. I just don't want to pay Becca prices for a primer, and so it wasn't good enough for me to want to open up my purse. Now this one though, I almost bought, and it is the Complexion Primer from Urban Decay, and it's the Optical Illusion, I think. It's so good. It's so good. I almost bought the full size. It's really, really a great product, and every time I was using it as a primer, I thought, gosh, this is good. Gosh, this is good. So it's going to be really hard for me to resist getting this one when it goes on for half off. I will nab it for sure. I want that primer pretty badly. It just has such a beautiful effect on the skin. It's delightful. It's really nice. How many ways can I say it's really nice? And finally, a CC cream that I finished in the past year was this Smashbox Camera Ready CC cream with SPF 30. I was really in love with this product. I think it worked really well, and the fact that it had SPF built in as well just added to how much I liked it. Now, when I bought it on a whim, full price, which I never do. My gosh, talk about an exception. And the guy kind of talked me into it, which is why I don't go to Sephora stores. And I used it. I really enjoyed it, but I would seek it out, just not full price. I don't even know if they make this anymore. It took me quite a while to get to it and then use it. But I really did like it. I did. And if you have dark spots to cover up, now I'm not wearing a whole lot of foundation. You may be able to see some of my discoloration on the sides. If you have dark spots, I would strongly suggest a dark spot remover treatment as opposed to a dark spot corrector foundation, because over time your dark spots do get lighter with proper correction. But you do you, right? I would rather use a lighter weight foundation if I don't have a ton of other stuff to cover up other than the dark spots, because the dark spots we can treat different ways. Now the last set of products I have are eye makeup products, and let's go with some miscellaneous to begin with. I had this deluxe sample of this Aqua XL from Makeup Forever. It took forever to use this thing. Forever. It is the sample that would never die, and finally I was able to use it. I would never buy a full size of this Aqua XL unless it were a specific color that I know I would use every day as a base. No way. This product lasts way too long. Way too long. You can never finish it. In my opinion, you can never finish it. One product that I ended up finishing, not because I wanted to, but because it dried out on me, were these two Annabelle glitter liners, and I was enjoying them, but obviously not fast enough. They are completely dry. There's nothing that comes off on the wand. They're completely stuck in the container, and like I said, it's too bad because I did enjoy them while they were okay, but they dried out so fast. I wouldn't buy another one from Annabelle because I don't think that product is a strength for them. And the reason I say that is I have other glitter liners from other companies that don't dry out like that, so there's something wrong with the packaging, I think. One that I did like from Annabelle, but that still has a problem with the packaging, is this Gleam in Aurora, which was a rose gold highlighter. You may have seen me use up this highlighter throughout last year, and I really enjoyed it. It was a very nice color. Rose gold is a very pretty color. There's virtually nothing left in this container, and I used it as part of a penning project, and I'm glad to have had all of the use out of it. It was a very nice product, and as I look at my hand, I wish I had more of it. So I don't think they sell this in the drugstore anymore, and I'm very happy that it's a glass bottle, easier to recycle. Okay, let's talk about bum liners. I had two liners that I had to declutter this past year, both of them from Sephora, but for different reasons. A yellow one called Beautiful Monster, and it was a screw-up liner. You just twisted to get more of the liner up, and maybe that's why it got so dry, but you can't, look at how cakey it is. You can't put that on your eye. So it was the biggest waste of, at least it was only $4, biggest waste of money. This one was a deluxe sample that I received for free, and it gave me major eye irritation. I never get eye irritation, so I had to declutter it. And nice color, but I can't wear it unless I want my eyes to feel like they're on fire. So 2 significant duds there. And since we're on the topic of duds, let's talk about KVD Vegan Beauty lightening liners. This one is in Jet and never ever worked for me. You can see that I never got any liner out of it because it's still white. It does not work. I have clicked to the high heavens on this liner over and over and over again, and what I found was that there was a crack on the side of it. I think it just, the whole product, everything in it dried out before I ever had a chance to use it. And I have 5 other ones, so I know how they work. Don't tell me I don't know how it works. Just don't. Just don't. Just don't. If you have that inkling, don't. I have used a bunch of other colors, and this one just, there with that split on the side, I can't see where it is anymore. Anyway, it just never worked, and so what a waste of 15 bucks for a liner that never worked. Yes, I know I had it for a long time. And it was in a jar sealed, so I know that it wasn't exposed to a bunch of air. And like I said, the other ones work, but that one never ever worked. Speaking of liners that do work though, I have a few minis to show you. 2 minis specifically. I finished a Stila All Day liner. I think it's just too dry to use, but I can still do a line with it. So there's the Stila Stay All Day, and this is the KVD, which is a finer point. Yeah, they're both so dry. I had to retire them because when they're over eyeshadow, they don't perform anymore. Would I seek these out and repurchase? Yes, I actually have one of each of these open again in my collection to use for 2021. I would highly recommend both of these. Push comes to shove, I would look at which one is the cheaper option at any given point. I don't think I would put one over the other. I like them both. A favorite liner that I can say though, and all of the marking is off of this thing. I used it for so long. It's the Ciate Fierce Flicks. That is my favorite out of the empty liners right now. It is, well, it was a very, very good liner. It's so dry. I had to retire it. It just didn't work anymore. It's the last line at the bottom here. Yeah, did not work anymore. But from the time that I started using it to when I had to retire it, it was an absolute pleasure to use. It was such a good liner. It pains me that I can't get it anymore. Like I can't easily order from Ciate, and I don't want to pay over 30 bucks for a liner, but it was really, really good. And finally, for liquid liners, we're not ending on a high note. It is this Pretty Easy liner from Clinique. It started off really lousy, way too liquidy for my preference. And toward the end, when I was starting to really like it, that's when it dried out on me. But at the end of this, the liner, this is the line right on the inside here. It did give me a very precise line toward the end of its life, but at the very beginning, it was so liquidy, it was running all over the place, and I didn't like it for that reason. But I would say half to 2/3 of the way in, it started to really grow on me, but it didn't have much life left at that point. Would I repurchase? Probably not. If I got it as part of a kit, I'd give it another go. That would be my answer for that liner. And now for 3 more sharpening kind of liners. I did manage to finish quite a bit. I have the Zero liner from Urban Decay that I cannot sharpen anymore. So that is that one. And then I have, actually, you know what? I have a little bit of life left in this one. I might just, oh no, I can't. Now I remember why. It's because as I push it back in, it was just coming out. I guess it was drying out. But I can't sharpen it anymore, so it's not safe for me to use it on my eye anymore. But I thought I had another week with this one. That tells you how much I like this liner. I want to keep using it. And then the other one here that I have is a black liner. I'm pretty sure this is an Annabelle liner, black liner, but as you can tell, it is completely empty. Cannot get any more out of it. And then finally, this one I know for sure is Perversion. And this one, again, completely done. It just broke off. Yeah, you can see the bottom says Perversion here. Yeah. Out of the three, though, I would definitely say that Perversion is my favorite. One that I'm looking forward to trying from Urban Decay, Perversion would be a repurchase for sure. But I do want to try the waterline liner because that's what I use Perversion for the most part. I would like to know if it is the same or better than Perversion. If it is, then I would probably switch my purchases of Perversion to the Legend liner, which is a newer waterline liner from Urban Decay. They released, I think, about a year ago or maybe 2 years ago. But it's not that old in the Urban Decay lineup. And now we are talking mascara empties. Let's start with the sample size mascaras. So I did end up using the Caution mascara from Hourglass. I thought it was fine. I do like the fact that it's triangular, very ergonomic to open and close the mascara, to hang onto it as we're doing our lashes, coating our lashes, and it doesn't roll on you. So I like this packaging. Same thing for a lot of aspects of the Definicils from Lancome. I don't mind this mascara. It is best paired with the Cil Booster XL. Otherwise you get length and definition, but you don't get volume. If you use the Cil Booster, you are more likely to get volume out of this mascara. It's, I didn't show you the Caution mascara wand. I'll show you that in a second. It's definitely a defining and lengthening kind of a wand. I think it's a fine mascara if that is what you want out of mascara. I think it's a fine mascara, no problem. I just wouldn't pay 30 bucks for it. I just wouldn't. Now let me show you the Caution mascara, and I would not pay the price for the Caution mascara either, even if I just sung its praises. So again, a lengthening and defining kind of a brush. And next, another Lancome product, which is the Hypnose Drama. I would definitely recommend this one over the Definicils if you are looking for volumizing mascara. It works quite well, and I do like, again, it has a square type of top, making it easier to grasp and open and close the mascara. And I also like the packaging of this one quite a bit. But for Lancome mascara, I would definitely say Monsieur Big. Don't know why I call it Mr. Big. Monsieur Big is, it's beautiful. Now, I did also try the Clinique 01 Black High Impact Mascara. Not a high impact mascara whatsoever. It got a little bit better as it dried, but it's, I wouldn't spend money on this. No. Not for me. For my lower lashes, if you watch this channel a lot, you would have heard me talk about the Annabelle Skinny, because the skinny nature of the wand makes it easy to deal with lower lashes, and I don't have any on. I don't know if there's any left. There's a little bit left, but it's gunky. Okay, I get to show you a bit. But it was getting old, and so I put it in my Empties. And here I'm using it again. I just recently cracked another one open to put this one away. But that is what it does to my lashes. I didn't think I was going to apply makeup in an Empties video, but there you go. But yeah, this one, it needs to go. But I have backups of that Annabelle Skinny, and I hope they don't discontinue it. I'm nervous about that. But yeah, that is the only mascara that I will use on my lower lashes because it doesn't cause a bunch of transfer and gunking on, technical term, gunking on my lower lashes. And then finally, I did also finish the Estée Lauder Supreme Sumptuous Extreme mascara, and this is another volumizing mascara. Now the wand on this thing is gargantuan, and that's the only thing I don't like other than the price tag that I don't like about the Sumptuous Extreme. It's just, the wand is just so big. It's overly big in my opinion. And I always end up getting black smudges here because the wand ends up poking me on the side of the nose because it's just too big to manipulate, at least around my eye shape. And I don't think I have very small eyes. So I don't know how this is so popular if, or maybe I'm just not very good at applying mascara. I don't know. But I'm happy that I get it in the Estée Lauder holiday kit every year. but I definitely would not go and spend over 30 Canadian for this mascara. I would definitely go for the Lancome Monsieur Big, the Stila Huge, and oh, of course, Lash Freak from Urban Decay is my new discovery. It's really, really a cool mascara. As long as you don't freak out, pardon the pun, the first little bit of the application, it'll put way too much on your lashes and then you have to comb it out. Just comb it out. Breathe and comb it out. It'll all work out fine. That is it for my empties. I am going to put the total number of full size and sample size empties that we went through in this video. It's a lot. And I hope you enjoyed this walk down memory lane as I went through all of my empties for 2020. If you have some recommendations in everything that I showed, I would love for you to leave us a comment with what you think are the best products in everything that I presented to you today. And with that, I will say thank you so much for watching a very long video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. But for now, take care. I just, whoop.